saying the apple don't fall too far away from the tree. Acting just like your daddy, Christian Combs. The court has called you down to the stands. Also, Yoki Simmons, you acting just like your mama. We got all that today. So I need you to hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, I need you to hit that like button. Matter of fact, I need you to hit that notification bell. Cause it's getting real ugly in the city girls' life, man. My girl Glorilla done slapped JT with a purse, with a hand. We don't know, but we gonna tell you on the show. It's your boy Jesse J, man. Full of the 305 with my co-host
Chico Grande, Chico 2 times. What is up, Crib Crew? We got another amazing episode ready for you. Ready to talk some trash, let you know what's going on in the world. And are you ready, co-host?
Man, I've been ready, man. I wasn't ready for the eclipse, but I'm ready for this.
Oh yeah, did y'all see the eclipse? Did you burn your eyes like my co-host? He looked directly into the sun.
Man, I would, if I would have went.
He looked at the episode 151.
Hey. Exactly, man. Episode 151. This Tales from the Crib.
Did you look directly into the sun?
Of course not. Hottest gossip channel, hottest news channel, hottest channel on YouTube. So make sure I hit the subscribe button. Topic's gonna be down below. Timestamp if y'all want to know what y'all want to know. But I didn't
check out the Eclipse channel. And let us know, were you disappointed by the eclipse? If you were in Texas and you saw nothing but clouds.
Man, speaking of you, so you basically want to jump into topics already.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready to start the show. It's episode 151. We're not new to this.
Like
We're true to this.
Like the truck?
Yeah. But the first footage of the solar eclipse came actually from Mexico, but there was a lot of vantage points in Texas. People were driving all over the place, getting hotels, booking places. The hotel prices were crazy in San Antonio because a lot of people were coming to town.
For wait, just for this? To see the
all over Texas.
See the sun get blocked?
I think you could see it good in Houston, El Paso, all kinds of places. Mexico had some good spots. There were some other spots in the States. Let us know, did you have a good vantage point in whatever city or state that you are from?
Honestly, to tell you the truth, I really thought it was finna rain. Because when I work from home. And I'm thinking like, I was paying no mind, like it's finna rain. And then one of my homegirls came over and she was like, oh, yeah, did you see? And I said, see what? And then she said, oh yeah, did you see the eclipse happen? Like it got real dark. I'm like, oh, I thought it was finna rain. Then I was like, yeah, it did.
This guy.
I'll be paying attention to stuff like this. Like this stuff doesn't matter to me. Like I've seen this a million times, man. Let me know when the aliens come. I want to know when the big stuff happens.
Happened no million times. So this said this last time this happened was what, like in the 70s?
Really?
70s, 80s. Well, we had one like 4 years ago, but it wasn't the same. It's a little different.
What's the difference?
It's like the NBA stats. It's the first player to score a triple-double on the third Wednesday in the retrograde. You know.
Oh Lord! Like things like this. I mean, it's like a wow moment, but then once you see it, you saw it. But you know what's funny? I had over 15 people literally tell me about the eclipse coming up, and I was like, this is this really that important? Like everybody kept coming up to me saying,
you know what's crazy is like how many people acted like this was like the hugest deal in the world when it was actually pretty lame. And especially in our city that there was clouds, so you couldn't see nothing. You would see glimpses here and there when it would peek through the clouds, but it was such a waste of time. It was really cool to be outside because for like 4 minutes, it went to like dark, like to complete darkness.
I really
so that
thought
was
it
really
was
cool
raining.
to see. And you know, it honestly gets that dark if it is going to rain. So I could see why you would think that. But
we got a video, right? Don't we got a video?
No, I just think it's so funny that they hyped it up for 2 weeks, and then it was like wah, 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 or
it was quick too, like she said.
To you?
Nah, she ain't never said that to me, especially after my gas station pills.
Oh Lord! But let's go ahead and play this video and stay out the gas station pills, people.
So again, study that. Oh, look at that! That's the diamond ring.
That's right.
The diamond ring.
We're not there, but I feel the energy just watching it.
Yeah, so this is because of the craters and peaks and valleys of the moon, we're seeing the last bits that are just getting through, and now we're getting to totality. This is great. So you're starting to see those pink fingers out there,
That's cool.
kind of sticking out.
Wow. So again, totality here in Mazatlan, Mexico, the first community in North America to experience the moon completely eclipsing the sun. And if you are in Mazatlan right now, it is now safe to remove your eclipse glasses for the next 4 minutes. And you mentioned some of those pink filaments that we're seeing, right? Can you talk us a little bit through that, Kelly?
Yeah, so those pink filaments, because they're helium rich, that's why they're appearing pink.
So basically, this basically proves the fact that the moon,
Earth is flat.
No, Kyrie Irving.
I'm just kidding.
No,
hey,
but
don't hate on my boy. He's
about the Earth spinning around and around and around.
Yeah.
And eventually, after a while, the sun and the moon is gonna pass in the daytime instead of passing in the nighttime.
Basically.
Because what's the difference?
Because I mean, half the time when you look up in the sky, I don't know about y'all or where y'all live, but I look up at the sky and it could be the middle of the day and I can see the moon.
Yeah, because what's a lunar eclipse?
Hmm?
What's a lunar eclipse? Is that just the same thing at nighttime?
No, the lunar eclipse is just the moon going in front of the sun.
And then what's this?
Wait. I don't know. Fact check his coast. Pull it up right now. But I thought it was crazy that maybe that's why we get them confused. We were like, oh, that happened like 4 years ago, and then one was the lunar and one was the solar. But I just thought it was crazy how much news coverage, people came out of town, people booked hotels, people made this like a whole event, and it was cool, but it was also a very quick 4 minutes. And with people hyping it up for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks out. It's pretty crazy that this is how it ended up. And let us know what type of glasses you had below down in the comments. Did you have any Travis Scott-esque type glasses? Did you have a welder's mask like myself? Or did you have something else? Did you see any difference, co-host?
Oh my God. So it's saying a solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes between the sun and the earth, causing the moon to cast a shadow on the earth. A lunar eclipse occurs when the earth is between the sun and the moon, causing the earth to cast a shadow onto the moon. So it's basically like
reverse.
It's just reverse. So
Yeah.
I like the other one better when it was red. Whichever one's the lunar one, the lunar one's when it's like nighttime when it's red. That's the best one. I don't got time for this pink ring on the side. Like, show me when the aliens coming, man. I've been ready.
My
I
co-host
watch
has
Armageddon.
has a hard time with pink rings.
I'm gonna have fun with rings. I'm gonna have pink rings, regular rings.
Pink eye.
Listen, man, I don't believe in titles. So if you over here talk about that, nah, we ain't talking about it right now. But like I said, man, no genders. I believe in genders. Listen, I'm like NCAA college, man.
Fluid.
Listen, don't confuse
The women
me.
are taking over.
They are. But I mean, back to the solar eclipse. Also, a funny thing about this is that I didn't know that also this was a big deal until I went online and on Instagram,
everywhere.
And it was everywhere. The comedians are making skits about it, like they're looking in the sun, their eyes is burning off.
I saw Joe Rogan was like hanging out in a pool in his backyard in Austin, looking up at the solar eclipse with his shades on.
I heard a lot of people buying these little 3D goggle shades for 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. For 4 minutes.
It's horrible.
I mean, really, it's just like supposedly it's like you could see it for like an hour and a half. But that's like partially covered. But the part where it's like actually the eclipse was only like 4 minutes long.
And I'm sorry if it sounds like hate, but I mean, it
was the most exciting 4 minutes for a lot of people.
I feel like, if this is amazing to you, like, I just don't understand, like, when would you bring this up in the conversation? Like, on April 9th, 2024, I seen the solar eclipse.
Next 2
like,
months you could.
Exactly.
Hey, where were you when the solar eclipse happened?
I don't know.
Tell me that story.
I don't know, weirdo. Probably working.
Everyone went outside, even kindergartners. I saw people that were teachers.
Kindergartners went outside for real?
I saw people that were teachers on their what is it, Instagram reels or whatever, that they were taking their whole classes outside to go see the eclipse. So like, in even daycares. That's how big of a deal they made it, that they even had all the school kids do it.
Ain't a big deal until I get off work, man. If my job ain't saying you off work and official work day off, it don't count.
They didn't give you a quick exit out to check it?
They ain't tell me nothing.
They didn't even send you an email.
They ain't send me an email. They ain't say it was hat day with it. They ain't say nothing. My job just horrible.
My co-host lives for a crazy sock day. It's his favorite day of the
Living
week.
for crazy sock day and working at home at the same time is wild. Cause you never was. It's wild.
You get the mail and your neighbor's like, "What's going on?" It's crazy sock day, guys.
Nah, man. And if you one of those people that believe in the eclipse, solar eclipse, cause I know
if you believe,
I know somebody's gonna comment down about the sun, moon, and the stars, and how it casts spells and it brings energy and light and all this blase. That's witchcraft. It's witchcraft. It's witchcraft. Donald Trump told me about people like you. You in a Donald Trump Golden Bible. I read about you with my golden Nikes on.
They're not even Nikes.
The
But
even better.
shout out my co-host for exposing himself in the first 5 minutes of this episode.
What you mean? At least I didn't cuss.
I mean, yeah, it's improvement.
I get an A for effort.
But speaking of A for effort,
Wait. Before we A for effort, did you see the California grading scale?
what?
Didn't you see the California grading scale? How they changed the F to like basically 29%.
What do you mean?
You know how like you remember when you went to school, they had a grading scale. If you made like between like a 91, 92 to a 90.
Yeah, and 90 to up is an A, 80 and up is a to 90 or to 89 is a B.
But now 50 is 30 below. The F is 30 below. But in California, certain parts of California.
Well, you can't do anything with the F anyway, right?
No, you only can do stuff with D's. See?
So it didn't change anything, did it?
No, it went from 50% being an F, so
Yeah.
now you can make 50% and still get a D or C and still pass. So basically, like they dumb down the dumb. Like, they make it. They basically you be all mad like don't nobody know anything.
Yeah.
It's basically like it's another excuse to make everybody not know anything. It's 30%. This is exactly why.
And that's why they're making. That's why they're making college not worth anything.
That's
they want people to stop going.
You know what's so crazy? And this is conspiracy theory. This is great for this clip too. Conspiracy theory. It's crazy how growing up they always talked about college. Like you gotta go to college, gotta go to college, gotta go to college. But now like when we in like early like in people like in their 25, late 20, like their late 20s, early 30s, like you see a lot more people saying college is nothing. Like if you're not going to be like a doctor or a lawyer or something that like needs to
or
be
like an engineer
or engineer, like you really don't need to go to college. It's really like who you know. You see Bronny James doing it. He going to the NBA because
Bronny knows the right people. If you know the right people, you could be drafted too.
Say that again. I gotta make sure.
LeBron's gonna get our podcast removed. I can see it now. He's gonna tell JJ Redick they're coming after me.
I watch your shows, JJ. You can't be doing that, man. You can't be. I'm a brother. It's almost Juneteenth. That means something, right?
We're not quite there.
Almost. I have my ex-girlfriend ponytail.
Hey, it's almost 420. Shout out all the 420 folks.
Hey, man. Yeah, shout out all the 420 folks. But, man, shout out to this next topic right here.
This is definitely my co-host in 20 years.
First off, it might, real talk, it may be. It may be. I see
in 20
more.
years, you'll be 65.
I see, no, first off, I'm nowhere, 20, 30 years. 31 years. 31 years.
You're 31 this year?
No, it'll be 31 years until I'm his age.
33 years.
It'll be 33 years. So basically, I don't even want to do the math. That's too much math. It's late. So if you didn't know, man, Yoki Simmons is spotted out with her bae, her boo, Mr. Verito Asaf. Verito, I'm from something burrito. You better be happy and say burrito. It's close to burrito.
What's his name?
Viterio?
No, it was more for
Asaf? Asif?
As if.
You know, that's an A-S-S-A-F.
Mr. Asaf.
Calm down. See, you got jokes. So if you didn't know,
Vittorio.
man,
Vittorio Asaf. Come here, sir, Vittorio.
You horrible, man. Now, Yoki been telling us from day one, man, daddy ain't paying the bills. I'm going to make it do what it do. We got video here basically of
how old is Aoki or
right now 21. Right now she got 21 going on 22 soon. So right now she's
old enough to be on Jump Street.
Facts. she's telling her daddy that, I'm good enough to get a sugar daddy. I can find me a sugar daddy. And then we got, Yoki Simmons saying, man, it's hard out here to raise a daughter.
It's crazy, yeah. I mean, because you raise a daughter with certain expectations, certain life requirements, and then she's like, all these dudes around her age can't provide it. She's gonna go to the older dudes. Unfortunately,
I can't wait till I hit 65.
I mean,
I'm not doing no Leonardo DiCaprio type stuff. I'm doing older women, in their 30s.
I used to call this man used to have a show on Discovery Channel called The Cougar Hunter.
Wait a minute.
It was right after Dog the Bounty Hunter. But let's see this video.
You disrespectful.
What did you say?
Nothing. Okay.
You don't even have sugar daddy capabilities, right? Aren't you a B? Of course you are, right?
I'm just saying, if you don't give me money, I'm gonna go. I don't know.
I'm not gonna do any of that. You're just gonna raise your budget. Your budget's fine.
I'm gonna be an ambassador for the meat industry.
Whoa.
God is watching you. He hears you.
Hey, yo.
I mean, your higher self hears you. You know what the said. It's bad. You're not gonna do that. You're just talking. Where's that boyfriend of yours? Is he still around?
Yeah, he's not. He's hiking right now.
Does he know I'll kill him?
No. Do it.
Raise your budget.
What the heck?
You guys should not. I don't understand why they glamorize all these people who have so much money and do so little. Why should I raise her budget? Her budget
Dad,
is fine.
I don't do so
most
little.
of you would be. So all the jobs, but
Now here she is. She's trying to drink a cup, and the cup goes back to the streets. She was, Russell Simmons was 40 when he married 21-year-old ex-wife Kimora. Now their daughter is 21, dating a 65. Man, she's double the trouble.
And I mean, everybody was giving Drea so much slander when she got pregnant by Jalen, and I mean, with this, it's giving. It's giving
it could literally
spoiled
be
child. It's giving spoiled child.
It could literally be your grandfather. Oh, let me bring us back.
Basically, it can literally be your grandchild. I mean, and this on top of that, it's just basically showing: is it really cost? Is it really all about the money? Like, does it not matter about what you bring to the table, like positivity and emotionally and physically and all this other stuff that they talk about?
Until someone got a check.
That's what it's looking like. You see Diddy out here got a check, doing crazy stuff. Floyd Mayweather got a check, doing crazy stuff.
Probably linked up with him.
They're
both going down.
See,
Floyd and Diddy.
You see his and her father, Russell.
Oh yeah, he's in trouble too.
Remember he went to Bali.
Oh yeah.
All his essay allegations. I mean, with this, it's just too much. Man, I don't know how to feel. Like right now, currently, I don't have any kids. So if I had a daughter, if I have a daughter, what's crazy? What they always say when you go to college, it's always the girls that go to college that act all crazy. That's been in the house that's all cooped up. Usually the girls that go to college that act all crazy are the girls that have so much basically boundaries in her home, like she couldn't do a lot of things.
They have a pent up aggression.
Basically,
they need to unleash.
I hate daddy anger.
Hate on me.
You can go to work for the meat factory, like she said.
Oh, that was wild, man. Why would she say that to her dad? You know what? You want to cut my budget down? I'm gonna go work for the meat factory. Hey, yo.
They call this abuse.
What does she mean like that?
Like, this is
She's
financial
an agent
abuse.
for hire for the meat factory.
That's what I mean. Like daughter,
is she gonna get stuffed?
You see right here, like Yoki Simmons, they got married at 21 and he was 40. So I mean, it's no far from that happened not far away from the tree.
That's a way worse, man. That's like 19 years. But then you look over here, she's 20 and he's like 65.
True.
That's like more than triple her age, man. That's ridiculous.
I mean, you don't care. I mean, you see all the emotional trauma that's given.
21.
You see all the emotional trauma that's given Yoki Simmons. Like you see every chance Russell gets, he tries to take the money away from the family and the wife, the family and the wife.
How did she not have her own like racks? Didn't she make baby fat?
Who? I mean, that business went out of business, and it wasn't doing that good. I mean, he was helping most of it.
Nick Cannon needs to step up.
Get her pregnant.
Yes.
Give her that stimulus package.
Stimulus.
Oh Lord.
Give her the stimmy, Nikki.
Oh Lord. Nah, I mean that's what I'm surprised. I mean, like this girl right here, Yoki.
What if
She could have dated so many people. She could have been with him. Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, I was looking for somebody.
What if this dude's like the ultimate pimp, and then he's like, "Oh, I hear Russell talking mess. I'm gonna date his daughter and then his ex-wife."
The funny thing is, the only thing that I really seen that they have in common is fashion, because he works for works with some restaurants and also a whole bunch of pizza restaurants in New York, and also he works in fashion, and she likes doing fashion also. So I mean that's something they can talk about.
She likes working for the meat factory as well.
You could never let that go.
She's the bratwurst assassin.
So wait, are you gonna start texting girls that? So, are you ready to be the manager of the meat factory?
No.
You guys are telling girls that.
I'm not getting punched.
Why would she punch you? That'd be funny.
No. I ain't telling no girl. Hey, are you in charge of the meat factory?
I heard she was the VP.
I plead the fifth.
No, but I mean, I'm horrible. What would you? Okay, so enough about that. What would you do if this was your daughter? Like, would you be in this situation?
I hope that I'd be well enough off that she wouldn't have to do this, or that I would have,
so the only way
if I would have got her to like get a degree where she could actually earn something instead of like some art degree where she like can't.
It's a waste of
money. Make a means for herself. So I don't know, man. He's either got to show her the way so she could be her own superstar, or he's got to support her until she gets married. And yeah, because you can't have, especially if you're famous, man, and you got the money, you can't have your young 20-something daughter on the arm of some billionaire's party.
True.
Can you imagine you're like meeting all these like titans of industry, and then some dude walks in with your daughter on his arm? It's like you ain't getting nothing.
I'm jumping off the ship. I'm jumping off the
roof.
Big facts. Vanilla Ice. No, not Vanilla Ice.
He was choked.
Wale. I did Wale. But I mean, this is just a crazy situation. I hope that she's just playing. Like, I can tell she's just crying out for help. She just wants attention.
She just wants paid.
It's just crazy. And
to work at the meat factory.
And daddy money ain't enough. She
need that meat factory money.
That meat factory paycheck.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Double meat, double cheese.
I bet she gets the extra lunch break, don't she?
She likes to stuff jalapenos, if you know what I'm saying.
Pause, man. But comment down below how you feel about this situation. If this was your child, do you feel like it's a problem if your daughter is dating somebody that is 40 years older than them?
Like I said, if you already struck out, sometimes you got to write some kids off. This one was a stinker.
I mean, but what if you miss a couple birthdays, a couple baseball practices, baseball games? You want to let it slide?
Oh, she's playing sports. She's definitely playing with some balls.
She's definitely sliding.
Head first.
Oh.
It's like that Waka Flocka song.
What?
She can't. Where he kept on saying head first.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, you're disgusting. This guy's disgusting. We ready for the next topic?
My co-host thinks we're on Patreon.
I ain't seen nothing nasty yet. It's coming up though on this next topic here when I talk about
the Riddler.
My girl JT and Big Glorilla, man. If you didn't know, Glorilla just dropped her new tape this past.
Is it a CD or EP?
It's more than 5. It's more than 6 songs on it, so I'd say it's more than an EP.
So JT calls out Glorilla for rapping about unity after everything she's done. I've been said she didn't. She the one that went radio silent, played the intro, released a song about slapping rap bees. Now it's feminine unity. Corny. Oh yeah, because so allegedly they got into a beef where they ran into each other, and Glorilla didn't like the way that JT was like around her. She slapped her with the purse. And she goes, I pray that one day that a bad bee would come together. Me and JT ain't the best of friends, but we ain't beefing. I don't know. She hit her with the purse. Is this a video we got here?
Yeah, it's a video. It's a video we got here. We got basically what she's talking about is the Yeah Glow song. The Yeah Glow, she was like slapping rap bitches and doing. She said slapping. That's what she said in the song. And then so basically that's what they're alleging to the girl that she said slapping rap B's. There people are alleging that that B is JT from the City Girls, and then on top of that, then what happened was that Glorilla turned around and made on her new album. She talked about rap unity and how everybody needs to be together. And JT like, oh hell nah, we ain't no rap unity. When you ever talking about slapping rap beats and I'm the rap beat you want to slap. But we got a video clip playing half the song. Then we got a little backstory of everything that's going on. Me and JT ain't the best of friends, but we ain't people. You already know. No beaches always. Make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe button.
We're backstage. And Glorilla wanted to speak to or tried to speak to JT, and JT snubbed her off like in a very nasty, catty way, like rolled her eyes at her and ignored her. And Glorilla went in to try to speak and kind of give her a hug, and JT kind of gave like, bitch, like very one of them, and Glorilla wasn't feeling that. So apparently, now these are the two, this is where the telephone game gets played. Apparently, from one person, they're saying like, Glorilla threw a drink at JT. Another person says she threw a purse and it hit JT.
How did you feel the need to pop up on JT so hard?
Everything just always everything. At the end of the day, that they gonna in.
Yeah, hello. and it's all the truth though. You hit her with the purse.
Everything is everything.
Listen, and I gotta talk to you about Megan Thee Stallion and the new track.
JT and Glorilla got in the fight right now. Who you got your money on?
I got my money on JT. I think she gonna dog walk that bitch.
Gloria Woods.
Glorilla.
I'm going with Glow. Before she got money, she was ugly as shit. You gotta watch out for the ugly bitches.
I'm gonna have to give it to my girl JT.
I'm rocking with JT.
I got JT because she a hood rat for real.
I'm gonna keep it at B. Glorilla bony as shit compared to JT.
Glorilla, only for the simple fact that she rap like she really a nigga, so she probably really gets straight like that.
Glorilla.
Glorilla all the way, bro. The small bitches always know how to fight.
JT.
Glorilla.
JT. I think JT. I think that too.
Oh,
JT
shit.
just scammed. Glorilla really with that shit, for real.
JT just scammed Gorilla really with that. I mean, if you didn't know,
they're great examples in the community.
Well, if you didn't know, they do have pictures of like Gorilla. When she was young, a little kid. She was holding the big chopper and everything, the big guns, and photos.
She said she didn't have a bed till she was 15.
She was living hotel to hotel where you're struggling and homeless. No, but I mean, if you didn't know, Gorilla and JT, they really went back and forth on Twitter about this. You see some of the tweets here, where
they were really back and forth. We can't show all the tweets on YouTube, but we were checking out some content where they were showing all the tweets, and they were going the F off.
Shut your dumb A up and fix them ugly wigs. I said ain't no beef. You the one with all the secret animosity. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So Gorilla dropped the song "Everything Is Everything." That's the name of the tape. Everything is everything. So it doesn't make any sense. JT saying that Gorilla's messy. She said she's been messy ever since she entered the rap game. Ever starting off with the F&F song, where she basically finessed Sweetie out of wigs, outfits, and everything. Promised her a song, then turned around and gave it to JT and Lotto. So,
that was messed up. Yeah, Sweetie came out and did a video with her and paid for her and her friends all their outfits and wigs and basically hooked them up. And they're like, "Oh, we're gonna do this song." And then she got the opportunity to do it JT, who she thought was bigger than Sweetie. So she was like, "I'm gonna shelve that version. We're gonna do a whole new video and do a whole different remix than the one I just agreed to do." Even though she really hooked you up with that feature and hooked you up with kind of paying for the video.
Then on top of that, to add insult to injury, Gorilla did the song "Tomorrow" with Cardi B, and Cardi B made and in the song, Cardi B was like, "Oh yeah, that's what my girl slept with your man," and whoever the person is allegedly talking about is Cardi B homegirl Star Brim allegedly slept with Lil Uzi. So that's also the beef, and you already know the whole Nicki Minaj and Cardi B thing, picking sides. So it looks like here the girls have picked a side, man. They not messing with each other. The fact that Glorilla had to beat the balls to walk up on JT and slap her, hit her with a purse. It's crazy.
Hopefully she didn't throw a purse because that'd be dumb. Because like, what if it had her ID, her debit card, and all
These
her
people
stuff?
don't care. I mean, at these award shows, these people, like, that's what they say, like, the rappers thing go down. Like, remember, we seen a couple of videos. Didn't we see, like, with Soulja Boy? Was it Lil B get knocked out? Lil B got jumped at an award show. We saw Smoke Perp get beat up. You remember we seen, was it?
Oh, yeah. What's his name?
And we got, what's the dude name? 4000? Guap Dad 4000? He got beat up by Russ, the R&B singer, when they ran up.
I thought Russ beat up Smoke Perp.
He beat up both.
Russ, walk him down, Russ.
Walk him down, Russ beating up R&B singers is out here crazy. You see Trey Songz?
No, we can't talk about Trey Songz.
Oh, my bad.
He's beating everybody.
Horrible. But back to this. So, I mean, with this whole situation, it's just, I don't know what to take.
Team
I mean, some
Glow.
people. So you Team Glow?
G to the L to the O, Big Glow.
Some people saying like
JT is scammer. She used to scam man with Young Miami. They're both little hoodlums. I'm going with Team Glow.
I mean, they saying the only reason Glow doing this because the album came out and they doing it for publicity. They trying to get album sales. The album did just drop. First week sales like 21K.
Yeah, she's gonna do good. I mean, her album will probably do over.
It got 21K.
Yeah, but I mean that's literally like first weekend. So imagine like a month,
True,
or 2 months, or 6 months. Like she might get well over 100K.
And for everybody that's saying, "Oh no, she doesn't have to do this. She doesn't have to like stir up fake publicity, stir up fake fights to get sales." But I mean, we talked about the Cola Ray album sales got like 9K. We talked about Sweetie album sales got like 2K view, 2K.
That's because they're influencers. They're not real artists. They get those TikTok hits, but they don't really translate to people like really downloading their songs like that.
I can see it.
People just use it because they're like, oh, this song's trending on TikTok. So if I use this song on my video will be added to like the trending list.
True. I mean, because there's not that many things you can do. I mean, you got beefing with people, or you can just make a twerk video. But the twerk songs, I mean, they get tired.
That's what they're doing right now. That's what they're doing? They're having the twerk challenge.
Oh my God, with the whole Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla song that's coming out, it's like every female is shaking butt to a Lotto, shaking to it. They got a whole bunch of Megan Thee Stallion friends, Gloss Up shaking up to it. I mean, I see a lot of that going on, but
shaking that bacon.
But I understand like they really just trying to. I mean, they just really trying to promote the song the best way they can because female rap don't really sell.
Unless you're Sexy Red. She's the truth.
Basically.
Shout out Big Sexy.
But you see what she doing. She collaborating with everybody. She got the Drake stimulus package. The Chief Keef stimulus package.
She got more than a stimmy from Drake.
She got the baby from Drake? You think
no.
Alleged? Nah, but I mean, that's what they got to do to sell this music nowadays. Because I mean,
hey, drama sells. So if you're gonna get in a beef, you're gonna diss. Your numbers gonna do way more.
True. And then with this, I mean, I don't know what this is gonna mean with them. Because I mean, QC, they people like Lil Yachty, Baby. Who else? They got Lil Yachty, Baby. They got City Girls. I don't really know who else they got on their team right now, but who Glorilla? Yo Gotti, Moneybag Yo.
CMG was doing pretty good for a minute.
CMG is doing pretty good. I can still see Lil Baby doing songs with them. I guess it's just like
I don't know.
You don't think so?
With the girls or with CMG artists?
I mean CMG artists still doing stuff with Lil Baby and them with QC artists because City Girls is signed with QC. Yeah. So I can still see them still doing songs together, but I mean, I doubt that YTB Fat just came out. Lil Baby, the fattest. Moneybag. I don't see money. See,
he reminds me of Pee Wee Longway.
Who?
YTB Fat.
You think so? Oh yeah, he does. He does. But I mean, I need y'all to comment down below. Let us know how you feel about this whole rap beef situation.
Who's that one artist like Big X the Plug or something?
Yeah, Big X the Plug from Texas.
Yeah. He was just at the Dallas game.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out him. He was probably gonna perform at like one of their dinners.
I hope he'll get Lizzo because the same thing happened to Lizzo. She performed for president. She been getting slandered ever since. She said she's gonna quit it.
If we make it big, my co-host is gonna use like the Make It Big money to book Lizzo. I could already tell now.
I need a date. But once again, comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this situation. But moving on to more scandals, man. It looks like my dog Jcole.
He's copping a plea.
Copping a plea, man. He came out, man. He came out with the tape Might Delete Later. 12 tracks straight bangers, man. He rapping this A off. I mean, he even had bars for Kendrick, a 7-minute freestyle. If you didn't know, Jcole always talks about how he wakes up and like he does brain exercises where he writes a verse for like 7 minutes and like the first 7 minutes, whatever he comes up with, that's what he comes up with. And it looks like this is what he got, where he dissed my dog K-Dot, saying your albums, man, we got it out here, man. Press play. We got this. And then we got my dog Jcole turning around and saying I'm sorry and apologizing because it was causing too much negative energy.
So,
I
just
don't
like
get
all the
it,
Carolinas.
Man. I don't get it, man. We're going to talk about it later, give y'all more info on it.
Shit was classic, your last shit was tragic. Your second shit put niggas to sleep, but they gassed it. Your third shit was massive, and that was your prime. I was trailing right behind, and I just...
In my spirit of trying to, like, get this music out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I moved in a way that I spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to like jab my nigga back and I try to keep it friendly. But at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace. So what I wanna say right here tonight is in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog and his greatness, I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a fucking microphone?
Coppin', please.
Y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I. So I just want to come up here and be like, publicly be like, bruh, that was the lamest, like, goofiest shit. And I say all that to say, it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm going to take that shit on the chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I pray that, y'all are, like, forgive a nigga for, like, the misstep. And then I can get back to my true path. Because I ain't going to lie to y'all. Past 2 days felt terrible. Like, it let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. So all of that to say, man, I want to now perform the song that's a reminder to me of getting back on the right path and getting in tune with God. And the name of the song is called Love Yours. I want to do that for y'all right now.
Ain't no thing in life much better than yours.
Coppin', please.
I mean,
what you are doing.
Horrible, but I mean, Jcole. I'm gonna give two sides to this.
He's a seller. He's a coin seller. He's selling on the parlay.
Man,
disappointment.
I just want to say, man.
I always said that J. Cole was garbage. Kendrick had one good album ever. It's all about Drake.
So what J. Cole was saying in the rap songs, your first album was this, your second album was this. You agree with all that?
I mean, to be honest, at the end of the day, for Kendrick and the type of music that I liked his first album. I thought that was a classic. You can still listen to.
Not Section 80. You talking about the one with Good Kid, Mad City?
Yeah, Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay, it didn't have the Pimp a Butterfly. They had the Damn album, and they had the other one. I forgot the other one with the Kodak Black.
Yeah, I think with the Pimp Butterfly, I don't think I liked a single song on that whole album. And then on Damn, I think I literally liked 2 songs, maybe even one.
So We Gonna Be Alright.
Yeah, like one or two songs on Damn.
Yeah, so with Rihanna on it, that was fire.
I have to go back and listen, but I just remember only liking 2 songs.
True,
that might have been it.
And then he had the newest one with Kodak Black on basically like talking throughout the album. He had that one. So I mean, with this, and
like the worst part is like I seen Kendrick live so many times, and he's a great live performer, but like. He toured off of like Good Kid, Mad City for like 6 years. Like I literally didn't care if he was at a festival or not. It's like, dude, I've seen him perform these songs like 4 times. Like I don't care anymore.
True. And then with this, like,
he was like worse than Chief Keef when it came to releasing music. And you know how bad it was. Chief Keef will just take 3 years off for no reason.
See, and Kendrick's
the worst.
The thing I didn't like like my co-host said, he don't listen to this type of music. So when I show my co-host, like I'm enthused and I'm hyped, like, oh, Cole dropped the freestyle, like 7-minute freestyle, but it's really like 3 minutes of some change. He just going in, rapping bars. My co-host's like, yeah, it's whatever. It don't mean anything. And then the fact that he apologized, it's really adding fuel to the fire. Well, like, my co-host is just laughing at rap. Like, is this what
Not
really rap is?
Just like the soft rappers, the like dictionary rappers, the double entendre rappers.
Like, how you jump out, swing on somebody, hit them, and then say, "Oh, nah, my bad. I'm sorry. I apologize." No, like, I understand you said like, "Oh, if you gonna swing back, hit me." I understand. I understand where you coming from, but at the same time, you knew what you was gonna do. You've been studying, like you said, you've been studying rap for years and years and years. You know about the Jay-Z and Nas situation. You signed with Nas. Nas told you what it was. Not signed. You signed with Nas. You signed with Jay-Z. Jay-Z told you what it was. The Nas thing was Davies. But so I mean, you know about the rap game. You know about the whole Tupac. Imagine with Tupac and Biggie. Imagine after Biggie's Tupac did the song "I F Your B," then he turned around the next day and say, "Oh nah, Biggie, I'm sorry. I ain't F."
Yeah, you can't put out "Hit 'Em Up" and then be like, "Oh, I feel bad about doing that." It's like, nah. First off, you said F your B in the clique you claim. Like, that's just starting it off like straight up. And Jcole can't rap like that. I mean, Jcole is gonna like rap about like some dictionary stuff, and there might be some like subliminals. The album part was cool because I did feel like, but he still gave him props in that part. I was like, you should have just dissed all those albums. Like, you had one good album your whole life, but
they gonna rip you in the comments like, Kendrick Lamar had a bunch of good albums.
I don't care because y'all don't even listen to him. When y'all are playing your work playlist, like your gym playlist, your running playlist, your hanging out with friends playlist, you're not playing Kendrick Lamar.
I play a couple songs with Kendrick Lamar, probably.
You play swimming pools because he always like headshot drink.
Faded drink. Headshot drink.
But I'll tell you what. How much a certified hater I am. J. Cole ain't had a good album since Friday Night Lights.
What? You ain't like Forest Hill Drive?
I ain't listened to nothing since Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights was the last time I thought J. Cole was cool. After that, he was corny.
Oh, my God.
Mad corny his whole time.
Hold on.
I thought he was a bumsicle.
You lying, for real?
Yeah. Good. Friday Night Lights was the last J. Cole project that I have on my phone.
Let me see. So we got Friday Night Lights. I don't even... So I got Cold World.
Yeah, that was before Friday Night Lights.
Born Sinner, that was a good one.
That was like mediocre. That's when I was like, he's falling off.
So 2014 Forest Hill Drive, that's a classic.
Don't care. That was like the first album where I was like, I no longer listen to him and don't care at all anymore.
The For Your Eyes Only, I give you that. I mean, that was a different album. He made that.
No, the Forest Hills. I when that album came out, I didn't care to listen to him anymore.
That's horrible.
And then what other album?
He had the
was there another good album?
He had the KOD album. I mean, you didn't. I'm pretty sure you didn't listen to KOD.
I didn't listen to KOD. I don't think one time.
I didn't really care for the KOD album.
I never heard anyone play it either.
I played a couple of times. I didn't really care for KOD.
You probably got popped for playing it.
Nah, but back to this. So, I mean, do you feel like this is Drake's fault? Because this all started because
Drake is actually not acting like a little girl. Like J. Cole over here.
Because he didn't apologize?
Put a picture of a notepad with a pen and have that right next to the NBA trophy. Like he's ready to write. I mean, Kendrick is a hobbit. No one's scared of him.
You don't think so?
And he's not even like that. He's never been like a gangster rapper, so it's funny for him to say so.
I mean, some people think, with me, I always felt like that Kendrick Lamar puts on that he's this conscious rapper and all this stuff, but deep down, he's a gangbanger. He gangbang.
No, I mean, I never thought of him as a gangbanger. I thought of everyone from Top Dog Entertainment was like stoner rap.
No, they all Crip. I mean, Crips.
Like Schoolboy Q. And,
he's a Crip. You remember he talks about being a Crip? Remember T-Rail?
Yeah, but I could see him as like being the Crip, like just because he hangs with Crips, not because he actually is Crip or does Crip things.
I mean, hey, he's a Hoover.
I don't think that he really out there like that or ever was. He just doesn't seem.
He
like
had tattoos on his face.
That's because I feel like he was like super in. He's like, I'm gonna be the artistic stoner guy.
I mean, with who?
Schoolboy Q.
I mean, with Schoolboy Q, only reason I believe Schoolboy Q did what he did.
Schoolboy's Q. I seen him live, but I mean,
only reason I think he did what he did was because, like, usually, like, if you you see people that's like, oh yeah, they was supposedly gang. They say, oh yeah, I was gangster back in the day, and they still acting all rowdy now. You be like, nah, you faking. But like, people be like, oh, I was gangster back in the day, and now I'm a family man. I be with my daughter all the time. You be like, yeah, he was probably a killer.
No, I just never felt like any threat from anyone from Top Dog Entertainment. I felt like
Absol, Jcole, J-Rock.
It was like soft,
SZA.
soft. It was like Kobe telling Dwight Howard, soft.
Horrible.
Like, you never thought of, I always thought of them as like the stoner rappers, like the stoner artsy rappers.
You think so?
Yeah.
Stoner artsy rappers. That would, I don't know.
Because they were like the stony lyricist
Wiz Khalifa
rappers.
and Ty Dolla $ign?
Yeah, but a little more lyricist. Not so much just like, good
well, maybe
time,
Earth Gang with J. Cole.
Taylor Gang.
Earth Gang with J. Cole, JID, Earth Gang, Brass.
I never listened to JID a day in my life.
You heard JID has a hit song with him and 21 Savage. But back to this. So, I mean, the fact that K-Dot came out, dissed Drake and a little bit of J. Cole on the future Metro Boomin album. Do you, Drake didn't come out and say anything yet, but J. Cole jumped out there, did something. I feel like the reason why he apologized.
I feel like J. Cole's trying to be the rap Jesus, and you're like, you're a normal person, dude.
He got the
just
bars.
Because you got you growing your hair out for 10 years doesn't mean you're a damn messiah.
He playing basketball and everything.
Yeah, and I would block his shot too. He'd get rim checked.
He hit J. Cole.
I would do him dirty and cross him up.
Oh my!
He want no parts. But yeah, like, I think he's too busy trying to be the rap Jesus, and he needs to calm the F down, and he needs to stop going to Trader Joe's and Whole Foods and get a life.
So him to quit. He says he's about to quit rap soon.
He should. Because I can't get jiggy to that shit. Platinum, no features.
See, and this is what happens when, you wasn't born in hip-hop. Like, you don't like...
No, I like punk rock. I grew up as a skater that like punk rock, that like, party, like stoner rock.
You don't like MC Lyte and Queen Latifah and,
no.
Mr. Magic Mark and Run DMC.
You listen to Magic Mike? Run DMC was trash.
What about Ice Cube and them, Eazy-E?
What, NWA?
NWA.
That was good. They had some good songs.
Or the one with Flavor Flav.
Oh,
I forgot.
No, it's not Deb Perez.
I forgot. It's slipping my mind right now. I mean, it's a
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy, yeah.
Yeah, no. Public Enemy was good. I like Public Enemy.
Yeah, it's a bunch of people, you already know how you feel about Jay-Z.
Sucks.
It's ball out over Jay-Z for you.
Ball out for life. Jay-Z's garbage.
Oh my God! What about
Joe Camel can't rap?
Oh man! Also, man, shout out to DMX, man. This is the anniversary of DMX. He passed away on the 9th of April. I want to say 3 or 4 years ago, man. Shout out my dog DMX, a legend in the game.
R.I.P. DMX, man.
You like DMX, right?
Yeah. Cradle to the Grave is like one of the greatest movies ever made.
What about Jay-Z?
Soundtrack. No, I told you he's like an overhyped Joe Camel.
50 Cent.
He's cool.
Ludacris.
Sold his soul to be in Fast and Furious, like Cat Williams said.
I'm gone.
Ludacris a phony. He's a phony jabroni. Everyone knows that.
What about T.I.? Are you still mad at T.I. beat Lil Flip?
T.I. didn't beat Lil Flip.
Yes, he did.
He did until he became a comedian, and he's terrible at it.
You what?
He's like, hey, you know what's crazy about these new age rappers?
Painting their nails. Horrible.
yeah,
but let me tell you something real terrible. Enough about this topic, man. Comment down below. Let me know how you feel about the J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Drake situation. Do you feel like J. Cole is no longer in your top, Mount Rushmore anymore? He's not replaced with Future?
I'm just saying that my playlist has no J. Cole or Kendrick. Drake's the only one that's still in rotation.
What about Meek
And
Mills?
I'm not even a huge Drake fan. Meek Mill ain't been right since Drake messed him up. And then he got on this heathenism by hanging out with that Ruben dude. And
Diddy?
where he made him jump around like a bunny, and then he was in Diddy's pool, and you know the rest of that story.
Giggity, giggity.
Basically. Giggity the Diddy.
Oh my God, I'm ready. Speaking of Diddy. See
my co-host's favorite artist.
See, that's why you get
King Combs. He be combing through the hits.
You better hit the button.
He's combing through the worlds.
Oh man,
I'm gonna let you talk about this. I don't even want to be here for this.
King Combs is in the news, man. Christian Combs is in the news for allegations. It is not criminal allegations. This is civil allegations. I mean, it's just crazy. It's like father like son. His dad is, you already know, his dad is going through a whole bunch of legal allegations. The whole Cassie situation where he settled. Then he still had the girl that was sitting on his lap at the studio that, I mean, some people were saying is the key reason to this whole situation. Then he had the little Rod dude who said that Diddy tried to sell his manhood away to Cuban Gooding Jr. multiple times, and allegedly. But I mean, there's a lot of things going on in this whole Diddy house, this Diddy family. They getting everybody one by one. They got Diddy. They already slandered Meek Mill's name. Next here, they got Young Miami. You already know the Young Miami situation being the mule, 50 Cent baby mama being the S worker. And now Christian Combs being caught up in this scandal on a yacht, man. I got a video here. I'm going to play you some information about this. We're going to come back in. I'm going to give you some more facts in. We're going to give y'all 2 cents, and I'm going to need y'all 2 cents too, man. Make sure you hit that like button, comment button, subscribe button, man. Thank y'all for the views. Thank y'all for the support.
Specifically here, the accuser who alleges that she was being forced to take this tequila shot that she believed was laced with drugs. And in the audio, you can hear her asking Christian Combs if she was being drugged, and he answers, take the shot. Now, just to put things into perspective, the accuser was a crew member on the yacht. She was a bartender, and she says that shortly after this incident with the shot, she says she was cornered in a room. She says things became aggressive and physical, and then says that Christian Combs forced himself on her, and then says that it wasn't until another employee on the yacht came into this room that the abuse that she is alleging in this 31-page lawsuit stopped. And she says it only stopped because that person came into the room. Now, I want to read part of what the accuser's attorney is saying right now. What he's saying is, defendant Sean Combs turned what was sold as a wholesome family excursion into a hedonistic environment. It resulted in an unexpected increase in workload for her and for her colleagues, as well as unwanted exposure to unlawful drug use, sex work, and general chaos. Now, why are they naming...
This is a horrible situation. So I'm gonna fill you in on the whole story, my co-host. So basically, what's going on? Christian Combs, 26 years old, didn't know that. Blew my mind. He didn't even look that old. 26-year-old. He was basically he had access to his father's yacht. He was basically just going to this yacht a couple times that week. One of the days he came there real drunk and intoxicated, allegedly. He was with the bartender. He was flirting with the bartender. The bartender was talking back, and you know he told her to take a drink, get a drink, and then she asked him like, "Is there anything in this drink?" Because you already know how.
He's
Diddy,
like, "Don't worry about it, shawty."
Exactly, you know how Diddy parties is, and she said the only reason she did that because she seen other girls drinking, other people taking drinks also and passing out a couple minutes later, so that would raise up some suspicions. So you know,
they're getting that Diddy juice.
Yep. And so basically, you know, she continues talking to Christian Combs. Christian, you know, then makes a move on her. He starts rubbing on her leg and everything, and he tried to kiss on her, and she was like, "I'm not the type of girl." Pushed her away. And ever since that situation, she lost her job. She lost her credibility. And, you know, she lost a lot of things, and she's suing for this. She's hurt. Lil Rod, basically the same person that's suing Diddy for the whole situation with the Love album and him not getting paid his money because he wanted to get paid at least $50K or more, and Diddy only gave him $30K, so he's going with the civil suit of that. I mean, with this, it's just looking bad out there for the Combs family. I mean, they got Christian Combs doing crazy stuff, Justin Combs doing crazy stuff, Diddy. I mean, do you feel
whole family
like
full of pervs?
Do you feel exactly? And it's all civil. Nothing's going to court yet.
That does look a little bit weird because it's like if they're really doing this stuff, then why aren't they people filing police reports rather than just suing them? So
True.
Is it like truly a money grab? But is it like it doesn't look like it's just a money grab because there's been so many reports, and you know the cops raiding many of Diddy's properties. and now his son's getting in trouble. So it's a bad look for the Combs family. But I guess it truly was bad boy for life.
Horrible. But I mean, with this situation, they're saying that the lawyer that's suing them, suing Christian Combs, is the same lawyer that Little Rod is working with, the one that's suing Diddy. His name is Tyrone Blackburn, and a lot of lawyers in the whole lawyer industry are saying that they don't like Blackburn. He plays a dirty game, even though he knows he's gonna lose the lawsuit. He really tries to win it off of basically like talking real bad about you and getting settlements, because he knows a lot of people are gonna settle and rather than go to court. That's how he wins a lot of his things. So I mean, that's just dirty. I mean, but it's how people work. I mean, you got crooked lawyers, you got crooked NBA sports agents, you got just everybody out there for their own self. So I mean, this is just a crazy situation. I don't know what Christian Combs is gonna do. I mean, he hasn't made any announcement about this yet. And like my coach said, like, didn't he have a girlfriend at this point in time?
Yeah, so he was cheating.
You think so?
He's a certified cheater.
He's a Diddy. What do you expect?
He's a diddler.
See, and once again, it shows you money. Like, so with this, I mean,
it seems like people, especially celebrities that have a lot of money, feel like that they get a certain amount of power with that money, and then they like to abuse it. But at the end of the day, everyone has to kind of live by the same rules. And of course, money could get you out of a lot of situations, but if you keep on habitually doing things, it looks like that it eventually catches up with you no matter who you are.
True.
So Diddy and his sons and everyone taking advantage of his money, fame, and power and his reach, it looks like they're finally going to be able to put on the table to pay the price for all the alleged bad things that they've been doing.
And what the police are trying to do allegedly is trying to build a RICO case on Diddy, showing that he's part of a criminal enterprise where there's a lot of trafficking going on, a lot of drugs and alcohol.
Basically, he was like a Diddy,
a lot of S work. Yeah, basically, but with older women. I mean, except for when his kids are there, because Epstein with that. It was like Bill Clinton was there. They showed like some pictures of Trump and some whole bunch of other political people.
You know what was so weird is like everyone's like, oh, that whole list is gonna come out and it's like gonna change everything. And then a bunch of people I felt like that the media liked were on the list, so then it just died and they never talked about it again.
Pretty much. I mean,
because it was like too many like people that they liked.
Yeah, that's what's at.
That's why you can't trust national media. You got to trust Tales from the Crib. We'll give you our unbiased, biased opinions.
Facts. So, like I said, they're trying to build this RICO, and I mean, if they can build this RICO, that's just crazy. I mean, did he really be doing this, just partying and having a good time?
He just wants his cheesecake.
Who would have thought S trafficking is you basically telling a girl that lives like in a whole another state from you to fly down? This goes. I mean, not the legal. I didn't know it was that.
You don't need to break down how to do it step by step on a YouTube video. This is not a how-to, co-host. Jesus.
How to get away with murder?
Yes. That's exactly what you're doing.
No, but I need y'all to comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this whole Diddy situation, Christian Combs situation. Do you feel like it's like father, like son? His daddy guilty, so he guilty?
All the Combs are guilty. Are guilty. Guilty and guilty.
I can see it. I mean, I can see all the Combs.
Allegedly.
I can see all the Combs being guilty. They haven't arrested any of them yet. A lot of this is civil, so I mean, they end up paying a lot of this.
Money.
Pretty much, people just want the money. But, I mean, that's just crazy. But speaking about people just wanting the money, we got our next topic here. Stay tuned.
Sorry, I haven't used that button in forever.
Oh, man, we got my dog Fresh from Fresh and Fit. He done messed up in the game, man. If you didn't know, man, this is some red pill information, man. Fresh and Fit, they came right after Kevin Samuels popped up and started talking about.
Oh yeah, they're with the Kevin Samuels community now. They're all big because of TikTok and stuff. And then they did their podcast about how to be a man. They sold courses how to be a man, how to get chicks, how to treat a chick. And apparently Myron has a meltdown trying to defend Fresh after he was exposed for attempting to force women to get a coercion, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so they basically say you're preaching all this stuff, but when it comes down to it, you're going against everything you're preaching. You're saying that like you're not supposed to do this and that, but you're
not
buying
supposed to
all
date
these
girls
girls'
that's posting. not supposed to date girls who post scandalous pictures online after you went out. I mean, if they did it before you went out with them, that's cool. But once you go with them, they gotta stop. You know, not buying them expensive
once you wife them,
gifts.
no nasty photos.
Exactly. You know, Fresh, and also, you know, working out, you know, getting better, getting your health better. But if you know, Fresh ain't doing that. He's always getting called out for his speech, getting called out for his health, and getting called out for always flying and splurging on girls. And I really felt like this is the second time a girl popped up, and Fresh ain't standing on his pee.
He's standing on his cues.
Exactly.
But man, always watching him, I was like, I remember the first time I saw Fresh and Fit, and I was like, oh, I already know which one is Fit.
Basically.
Because the other one is not.
And that was
fit
when
at all.
Myron didn't have any hair, but now he has hair now. You mean
he got his hair plugs. Just
he got his hair plugs.
He must have got a discount with Adam 22.
Exactly, but you know, right here, we got the audio call of Fresh and his new baby mama Daisy. You know, talking about how, you know, Fresh wants her to get the baby deleted. And then also we got Myron, you know, defending his dog, you know, doing what real friends supposed to do, and then ending up with pie on his face because Fresh is a liar.
Alright. I want the baby because I don't want to kill the baby. I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to.
I don't want to.
You're not. They just give you a pill and it's over. No. I'm pregnant. No, but that's what I'm saying. The pill, they just give it to you from a doctor and then you're good. I am pregnant. I can't pretending like nothing happened. I can't. In my religion, we don't kill. You're not killing. Okay. I want to keep the baby.
Just to get him screen record.
Well, like I said, I just don't want any kids. You know? Okay, so what you gonna do? And what you gonna do to me? Nothing. Well, why did I do anything to you? Nothing. Why did I do anything to you? No.
Mom said, you motherfuckers weren't there when everyone and their fucking mom came at us. You motherfuckers weren't there when I got the false accusation against me. You motherfuckers weren't there when this bitch lied and said that I got her pregnant when I fucking did it. And then you dumbasses, 3 years later, believe some bitch that makes the same fucking allegations again. You fucking idiots. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right fucking here. All right? These guys were with me in my darkest times. I'm not going to fucking leave them in their darkest times. Fuck you, motherfuckers. I got my real estate, I got my money, I'm fine.
You're going crazy.
I can't be bought. That was real.
Don DeMarco. So there you go. I mean, Myron's still gonna stick behind Fresh to thick and thin, through thick and thin. I mean,
I agree with the callers though.
What?
Fresh needs to be put behind the screens.
That's what people are saying. Like, Fresh needs to put behind the screen. He not standing on his pee. I mean, with this situation, only thing that I didn't agree with is the fact that when they came out with the bracelet situation, and the girl posted like, "Oh yeah, Fresh bought me this new bracelet," and it came out that it was around $30K. Then Fresh want to say, "Oh no, I didn't buy it," but then somebody ends up, which is crazy, how a fan just ends up DMing the girl and her little friendly behind wants to say, "Yeah, no, we went half and half. I paid 15, he paid 15." I mean, if that was the case, Fresh should have said that from the jump. Like, hell no, I ain't pay that. I ain't paid no $30K for that. I went half and half.
Still simping, according to him, even paying $15K on.
It's better than the whole thing.
At the end of the day going in.
Sound like girl Bigelow. Yeah. I mean, but with this, like, you can't. That's why these red pill shows is all fake.
You can't be talking all this red pill and not be red pilling.
Exactly.
You see, all blue pill.
That's why. That's like you basically going to a personal trainer and him being bigger than you. Like, it don't.
Like, I'm not gonna trust in your program.
Exactly. Like, you don't make
program starts off with us stopping at Krispy Kreme. It's probably not gonna work.
I might sign up. Krispy Kreme is fire. Shit, please.
Oh, supposedly Krispy Kreme, for all you fatties out there, is gonna be having their stuff at McDonald's.
Ooh.
So what if you could get like a McChicken, but you get like it's like a Krispy Kreme donut, the chicken, and then another Krispy Kreme.
People do that already. I try that.
Didn't they do that at like KFC or something?
Yeah, I think
like
so.
That?
Comment down below what. So back to what we're talking about. So with Myron having to get on talk about the situation, I know that he's talking to everybody defending him, but I know he getting on Fresh saying like, man, you keep messing up. Like, and then Fresh is out here saying like, oh, I can't get nobody pregnant. Like, this has been 7 years. Like, I went 7 years of raw dogging girls. Like, the fact that why are you raw dogging everybody? You supposed to be on your red pill stuff, trying to protect your legacy, and you supposed to be wearing condoms. But Fresh was like from the Bahamas, and he don't believe in condoms.
I mean, I could if it's part of his religion.
Oh, like
you can't go.
Like she tried to say it. Like the girl was like, "Oh no, it's part of my religion. I can't do that." And he was like, "What religion is that?" I mean, like you over here posting That's what he
Why
said.
did he glitch? Didn't even let me do it. Thank you. That is racist.
That's what she's like. I don't want no baby. Like I don't want to kill a baby. Like that's not what I do. That's not what I for me. Like that's not right. You love me.
I can't wait till you have a baby mom and then you mock her and I'm gonna record it and show her and then she's gonna beat you unmercifully.
And then she want to say, "Oh no, this is what we talk. This is what we talk about. You say how you love me. You want me to have your baby.
Don't please.
You gonna get blocked for
Don't.
that. Man, but I mean, he was just spitting game. But the fact that he's going in raw multiple times and doing it multiple times is wrong. You shouldn't be doing that, especially if, like, to me. You know what my new thing is now? At first, I used to look at girls and be like, man, how are you gonna look when we like 30 years, 40 years down the line? Like, are you gonna be like big as hell, like Lizzo, something like that? Or look like a sumo wrestler, like
You dating sumos?
Like Yoki Asuma. You know, 'cause people get big. You know, like me, or like, what if they said me, like, oh, what if I go bald and get big as hell, like Bubba Ray Dudley, Bruce. So I mean, people just think like that. But now it's more of me thinking like, who do I not mind basically paying a paycheck to for the rest of my life? Because that's what's gonna happen. Like, you get married, they get a divorce, they get alimony. You get them pregnant, you do something they don't like, you be like Brad Pitt, spank your kid one time, now you an abuser, now you get child support.
This guy likes to hit children.
What?
I'm just kidding.
I support Brad Pitt one time.
You said, man, this guy, I don't understand. He's hitting his kids now. No one likes him. It's just like, doesn't make sense to me.
Really? Oh my God. Why you over here watching why you over here listening to Trey Songz and Chris Brown still?
No, I don't listen to Trey Songz at all. I ain't listened to Trey Songz since Aston Martin music.
But you ain't saying nothing about Chris Brown.
What? You can't turn off Chris Brown.
What about Arkells?
I believe I can fly.
He made Space. He was in Space Jams.
You can't turn off the Space Jam soundtrack. That's your childhood.
That's basically turning off your childhood. But comment down below how you feel about this situation. Do you feel like
put two thumbs down in the comments for everyone getting rid of Fresh here? Yeah,
comment down below. 2 thumbs down. Put a thumb down if you feel like it's time for Fresh to work in the bag. They need to bring something else up, but just have Myron just have this random guest coming through like Stephen A. Smith was doing.
Always thought like Fresh was like an overseas prince that came over and paid Myron to do a podcast with him. And he's like, we're gonna both be like Mac Daddies, and he's like, but you're not a Mac Daddy. And he's like, we're both gonna be Mac Daddies.
And that's what happened. That's just horrible.
Now they're trying to vote him off his own island.
Man, let's pray for them, man. Let's pray for Fresh and Fit, man. I pray they get it right, man. Apple and Peach, they having a field day with this.
Shout out Apple and Peach.
You like
Is
that?
It Apple?
Yeah, Apple and Peach. Apple and Peach.
They're pretty funny sometimes.
It's like when they post things about Fresh and Fit, they get like 1.5 million views.
Oh yeah, they get on that Fresh and Fit hate train. They get them numbers.
Horrible. But let me know how you feel about this situation, man. I'm ready for the couch announcement, man. It's time for you to take over co-host. Let them know what they've been missing out on.
We'll see here. If I can get this.
You gonna do my Daisy voice?
Your Daisy voice?
My Asian voice?
No, because that is racist.
I'm joking.
But let me see.
What if I learned more than one voice would be racist then?
You're just always racist, Ghost. But welcome to the halftime show. This is Tales from the Crib couch announcements. We'll let you know what's going on new with all of our channels, what we're doing on this channel, Clips channel, Gaming channel, Reaction channel, Breakdown. We got a bunch of fun stuff coming your way. hopefully we'll get eventually to get to vlogs. We'll check some things out and can vlog it. But y'all got to give us some super thanks down below. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Check out TFTC clips if you don't have time to watch Tales from the Crib. But remember, Tales from the Crib always drops before the clips and always in full 1080p. And TFTC clips, if you want to support that, you could go over to TFTC clips. TFTC gaming, see me play Call of Duty, Dragon Ball Z, skateboarding games. Makos is playing wrestling, boxing, UFC type stuff. So check him out. He plays 2K as well. And then let's go ahead and jump to our prize child, Crib Reactions. Crib Reactions get us to 9K subs. We're checking out all kinds of videos from all over the world. We got Eminem's new rap artist, Easy Mill, signed by Eminem and Dr. Dre. He's killing it. He did a freestyle there. Let us know if you're a fan of Tamagotchi. XG, super international group XG teamed up with Tamagotchi. We did that video. We did a BTS covering of Puff Daddy. Ironically enough, I'll be missing you because they're going to be missing some Puff Daddy once he goes to jail. We got Lisa's birthday. We got Fraggle Rock cover. We did a reaction to that. So if you have kids, maybe you want to check that out. And Sexy Red, Get It Sexy, featuring Drake and Soulja Boy. Maybe the video of the year. Check out that reaction over on Crib Reactions. What else you got, Coast? You doing anything new? TikTok?
Nah, I'm not doing it. I've been posting on TikTok again,
Shorts.
even though they finna get deleted in 5 or 6 months. I still been posting on TikTok. Also, so you know, man, I've been dropping a lot of WWE games, man. Thank y'all for watching, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. But I'm ready to talk about.
Speaking of you playing WWE,
Mania.
You talking about you watching it?
Exactly, man. WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia went down, man. I can't wait. It was time for Cody Rhodes to complete the story, and he did it. I loved it. It was amazing, man. It all kicked off. It was a 2-part event. WWE was doing this 2-part thing with WrestleMania. They showed the B side on Saturday, the A card on Sunday. I'm gonna go through all the matches, man. The Saturday.
Do they normally do that? Is it normally over 2 days, or is it just one day?
For WrestleMania, for all the pay-per-views.
For WrestleMania.
For the past couple of WrestleManias, it's been 2 days.
Okay.
So and on top of that, they just signed with the TKO people. So yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go through the matches, man. So you already know, man. We had Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee versus Santos.
Wait, are you gonna
Escobar.
do Saturday first?
Yes, because Saturday does come before Sunday.
Yeah.
And then Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, you're going from the bottom.
Yeah, because I mean Roman Reigns was the first, so I mean that match was good. I mean Rey Mysterio won. It wasn't Dragon Lee that went. Dragon Lee got hurt. It was El Debar. I forgot his name. Some tall dude. Some dude. I guess they trying to.
Was it Santos Escobar?
No, it was somebody else.
Mysterio?
It wasn't. That was a whole nother team. They lost. I mean, the whole Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio thing is getting tiring. I'm really tired of seeing it. It's his son. It's his father's son. And like he does this thing where he always tries to beat him with a belt. But I mean, you know, Dominic Mysterio's all sad because his dad was always working. But I mean, that match was good. I mean, I want to say they did go viral. I do like when they catapult that one guy off the ropes all the way across the basically up the ring to basically land on people. I do like that. That fight was good. Next fight, the damage control versus Jade versus Naomi and Bianca. This match, you can clearly tell that WWE is trying to push Jade. It's amazing that she was in WrestleMania.
Oh, was that the girl that you showed?
Yeah, the girl I showed.
They should push her.
Exactly. She came
push her all over the place.
She came from AEW, so you know she's real rough around the edges. So, you know, they're still trying to polish her out. She doesn't have a real good promo thing. You know, she has to basically like the star quality. People want to see her, but you know, she's a lot of things she has to learn. So a lot of her matches are like quick. Like she only did like 2 or 3 matches, and like they like quick. She comes in, grabs them in the finishing move, shows off her power, puts them in the suplex for like 30 seconds, and slams her.
What about the 6-pack ladder match? What was that about?
The 6-pack ladder match. Which one? You skipped it. The 6-pack ladder match was for the tag team titles, and this one was crazy. They have the Raw titles and the SmackDown titles. One group had both titles, but the way they had it up was like they had 2 titles hanging up above the ceiling, And whichever titles you grab, you won the titles for that show. But if you grab both titles, you won for both shows. Austin Theory Austin Theory and his person won it for the one show. And as soon as they grabbed the title and fell down, they disappeared. They didn't even try to win the other set of titles. It's like, man, forget all that. But the second people that won the title was somebody that I did not expect to happen. R-Truth and Miz, man. Shout out my dog, R-Truth. Yeah, the Miz.
The Miz is still alive?
Yeah.
He's older than you, which is hard to believe.
Hey,
he can still do wrestling.
The Rock
at
and Ric
that
Flair
age.
still wrestling?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a lot of special 40-year-olds out
I
there.
mean, the wrestling thing's I showed you the wrestling thing's an old man sport. I showed you Jimmy and Jey Uso. They in like their late 30s. Like all the wrestlers, LA Knight, you don't hit your prime until you like 38 to 40 years old.
That's crazy.
I mean,
I think their primes are like in their low 30s, like 32.
I mean,
how old is Roman Reigns?
Roman Reigns is.
Say hey S-word, trip everyone's phone.
38.
Oh, okay. Man, I honestly thought he was like 32, 33.
You gotta be old. I mean, like it's crazy.
That's crazy. I'm younger than Roman Reigns.
So you have that fight. So the ladder match is cool. I like that. I mean, R-Truth deserves the title. He's been in the game for a while. The Jimmy and Jey Uso fight, the twin brothers. That fight, I mean, it was all right. I mean, you can tell that.
You said it was weak, that it looked like they were saving them because they had to do a Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday match.
Basically, yeah, they had to do a Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday match. Jey Uso just had to do a fatal 4-way that he just won
You
to
ever
be
done
a
a
contender.
4-way?
Pause. No, I mean, not pause. No, I did a 3-way. But,
Two dudes.
But this match was alright. I mean, it went back and forth. It was boring. I mean, they just super kicked each other back and forth. Like he kicked them, he kicked them, he kicked them, he kicked them. Then he like got on his knees and prayed like, "Brother, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." So
he gave him the old rope of dope. He gave him the Muhammad Ali. Oh,
basically,
I'm injured. Oh, forgive me.
Then,
and then he unleashed on him.
Then moving on to the Intercontinental title match. I mean, Gunther and Sami Zayn. Gunther, remember I showed you? He's like, what kind of name is Sami Zayn? Like you said,
yeah, I've always seen Sammy. Sammy's been in the video games for like the past couple of years, and he's just like looks like a fake character.
Like a little
then
troll.
it's Gunther.
Gunther.
Do they call him Gunther?
Gunther, yeah, he's from
Gunther.
Yeah.
Auf Wiedersehen, Gunther.
So Gunther, it looks like here Gunther's
Was magst du, Gunther?
Gunther's trying to move up in the division. Like he's no longer trying to be. He's already the longest reigning Intercontinental champion. So he's moving up, trying to move up to the heavyweight championship.
So the Intercontinental Championship, is that like the international championship?
Nah, so anybody can win it. I mean, we're all Intercontinental if you really think about it.
Yeah. So it's like so what is it? Just like a secondary championship? Is it like not as big as the main one?
No, nothing's bigger than the main one. The main one's the main one.
Yeah.
And then you have so you have that. So I mean, with that, Gunther's moving up to heavyweight, trying to win the heavyweight the title now. So they're giving it to Sami Zayn, which was crazy. The fact that Sami Zayn won, and I showed my co-host the fight, which is crazy. Sami Zayn's like 5'4". Gunther was like
He almost injured Gunther. He almost was like. He paralyzed him for real.
He picked Gunther up. He had two Gunther up in the turnbuckle and picked him up to the suplex and I mean he basically just dropped him in the air and had to catch him. Did that, hit him with the Halua kick, did that 2 times, and then he won. I mean, it was a big fight. It was an epic match. I mean, you seen so many people chatting him on. His wife was there. His kids was there. KO, Kevin Owens was giving them props. Man, Chad Gable, man. I need to watch out for Chad Gable. Chad Gable is coming out for the Intercontinental title. Comment down below. Let me know how you feel about that. Moving on. Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch. This one, I mean, I'm surprised Rhea.
Oh, that was that big girl versus like the smaller girl.
Yeah, she like just just threw her around.
She just manhandled her. She just looked like an Amazonian girl versus a regular girl.
Exactly. And I thought Rhea was finna lose because Rhea has to mess up hands. She did the press conference after, and she has like a little sling on her hand. So I thought she was gonna lose so she can get time, to get away. Like Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins injured.
I always understand when people fake injuries.
See, they want a
it's
vacation.
Like, one time, I played my co-host in one-on-one in basketball. Then the next time I saw him, he was wearing like an arm sling for like a month.
Yeah, you pushed me to the ground, but my Apple Watch. Horrible.
All alleged.
Main event for the Saturday night: Roman Reigns, The Rock, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins. This tag team match was epic. I mean, I loved it. The Rock did the People's Elbow, the Rock Bottom.
What's your favorite, the Rock Bottom or the People's Elbow?
The People's Elbow. But the crazy part when Cody Rhodes was hitting Roman Reigns with the finisher, and Rock just slapped him with the belt. Whoosh. You hear that hard ass slap?
He made it whip.
It was crazy, but I mean, it was a great match. I mean, you ain't see Rock wrestle in forever. It was great. The Rock went through a table. The fact that they actually drew that up, and The Rock said, you know, even though I'm part of the boss people, you know, you can put me through a table. That was crazy that he actually signed off on that.
It's funny that it was just a regular tag team match.
It was
like bloodline rules.
Bloodline rules. If Roman Reigns and The Rock win, Cody Rhodes have to go bloodline rules. Basically means like they finna jump him. So moving on to Sunday.
So wait. The Rock and Roman Reigns won on Saturday?
Yes.
On the tag team?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They won. And then moving on to Sunday, man, we got the Pride versus the Final Testament. So basically the Pride is what's his name? I forgot the three black dude. I forgot their name. I can't remember their names off the top of my head. D'Angelo Hawkins. Then you have, I want to say his name, Bobby Lashley, and the other dude that goes with Bianca Belair, her dude. They fought them. That was just a match just thrown together. It wasn't a title match or anything. It was a street fight. They fought. I mean, the girls chopped into it too. It was a good little street fight. I thought it was really just it wasn't all. I really didn't care for that one. Next one, LA Knight.
I didn't know LA Knight was as popular as it was.
Yeah, of course. He's popular as hell now. I mean, they've been trying. I mean, at first they tried to help him be like the manager to the model people, but that didn't work out. Now LA Knight, now he got this beef with AJ Styles. This fight was amazing. I mean, I really liked it. It was really good. Moving on, next fight here, Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton. This fight, I really didn't expect Logan Paul to retain his title. He won the title. He kept his title. Kevin Owens and Randy and
what was the title?
The United States champion.
Oh, okay.
So he retained his United States champion. I thought Logan Paul was.
So they have like the United States champion, the Intercontinental Championship, and then like the
World Championship. They used to have a hardcore championship too, a cruiserweight championship, a tag team championship. They had different titles back in the day, but I mean, with this, I thought Logan Paul was I didn't think Logan Paul was going to continue doing WWE, continue doing it for long periods of time. And the fact that he still has the title means he committed. This is something that he wants to do, which is great. I mean, at first Kevin Owens and Randy Orton were beating up on Logan Paul. Then,
I honestly thought Logan Paul was a joke, and I'm not a super wrestling fan. I didn't really grow up with it, but some of my friends that I was around were super into it, so I know some stuff. But Logan Paul, I've actually seen some of his clips, and he seems pretty legit. With the stunts he could do. He
basically was willing to give up his whole body, jump through tables and everything. But he won. The way Logan Paul won is basically they was jumping Logan Paul. Then towards the end, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton Randy Orton turned on Kevin Owens, hit him with the RKO.
And then I Show Speed saving.
And then what's the name came. And he threw I Show Speed through a table. We got to clip it out. We're going to watch it here. We got the Yoki Sky and Bailey fight. That was crazy. Shoot, they was both part of Damage Control. They was friends. Now they turned enemies. Bailey won. Bailey's now a champion, man. Shout out my girl Bailey. Then we had Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Drew. So of course, Seth Rollins finna lose. He had a leg problem. He was limping real bad, so he lost the title. As soon as he lost the title, it was like, damn. But I knew it was gonna happen. And then what happened was, what's the name came in and cashed in his money from the bank. I forgot, money.
Money in the bank. That's crazy. That's like a random wild card.
What?
The Money in the Bank, right? If you win that, you get to make your own rule or something.
Pretty much. One lad. Let me see who won the lad. I forgot his name. He's part of Domingo Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. He's part of them. He won. I can't find his name. He just won it, and he's like the first Puerto Rican to win it since like 30 to 50 years. Finally, a Puerto Rican won the United States the WWE Championship. But I mean, that was a good match. I mean, that was good. He came in there. He won that. I mean, it's well deserved. And then moving on to the main fight here, it looks like Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes.
I can't believe that they fought like that crazy tag team match on Saturday.
Damian Priest. Damian Priest. They call him the bisexual Undertaker. That's funny as hell.
But I'm surprised that Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes were able to fight as good as they did on Sunday when they just had the tag team match on Saturday. Literally like back to back.
See if that's right there.
Okay, I've seen that dude before.
That's what we call him, bisexual Undertaker. But yeah, the Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes fight was amazing. I mean, I really feel like Cody Rhodes is finna break Roman Reigns' neck. Like, he kept hitting him with the finishing move, and he does it like 3 times now. And I swear, like, this main event, he literally did it like at least 10 times. Because every time he did 2, somebody came in. You know, Jimmy Uso came in, kicked him. Then Solo Sikoa came in, did him bad.
John Cena?
The Rock came out. The Rock came out. Then John Cena came, and Undertaker came and chokeslam, which is amazing. It was rumors that that Stone Cold Steve Austin was going to be there, but that didn't happen. But I mean, it was amazing. Cody Rhodes won. To me, this is basically like a new era now. Vince McMahon is gone. It's a whole new champion here. It's a whole new storyline. Triple H has brought up NXT. It's amazing. I can't wait to see what.
So is NXT like the G League where it's connected, or is it just on its own?
It's the G League. It's basically the G League.
Okay, that's cool.
And they move you up. I mean, so and Triple H basically has like creative directory over that, so creative control over that. So, I mean, I can't wait till the storylines pop up here. I mean, I was real tired of Roman Reigns having the title for this long, but we got a video here, and then we gonna give y'all 2 cents and then move on to the next clip. Ooh, but I mean, this fight was. I mean, all in all, WrestleMania was amazing. It broke records.
Hey, Speed, someone sent me a video, bro. I think you should watch it.
Hey, yo, Speed, I hope you enjoyed your WWE debut. I hope you enjoyed getting wrecked. It sucks, doesn't it? It's no fun. Anyway, I show B will play.
I show
Get your ass beat. I'll see you in a minute. Take care, bro.
Hey, you bald head. Get the out of here, bro. That was, yeah.
Man, shout out Roman Reigns. August 30th, 2020, all the way to April 7th, 2024. He's no longer the champion. He's now going on vacation. He'll probably come back in 2 or 3 months. We'll see who got the title then. But shout out to Roman Reigns and his battle with leukemia.
Who was the champion before him?
Brock Lesnar.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how far back?
Uh-huh.
Wow, Brock Lesnar was the truth.
He fought him a couple of times, but he had to cheat to win. Like they jumped him a couple of times to beat Brock Lesnar, so he wanted to win again.
So Brock Lesnar beat Roman, or Roman beat Brock?
Roman beat Brock. They jumped him. Also, the Sami Zayn, the Sami and Gunther. It wasn't supposed to be Sami and Gunther. It was originally supposed to be Brock Lesnar and Gunther, but since Brock Lesnar was in the thing with the Vince McMahon,
oh yeah,
they had to he's right now suspended. But I mean, all in all, WrestleMania is amazing, man. Comment down below how you feel about it. What's your grade? A, B, C, or D?
What'd you rate it 1 through 10?
I'm giving
it we do with the reactions. What do you rate WrestleMania 41 through 10? You giving this 8.0?
8.5.
Okay.
8.5. It was amazing.
How much does it normally cost for
a ticket?
Yeah, well, not a ticket to pay-per-view.
$40.
Oh, that ain't bad.
It ain't that bad. It ain't bad like it used to be back in the day. But remember, now they're streaming on Peacock. And now, they're going to be going to Netflix soon, so you're going to see how that goes. But moving on from one sport to the next sport, another champion, South Carolina Gamecocks. Oh, whoa.
The
Carmela
Gamecocks.
Cardoza balling out. Raven Johnson shutting down Caitlin Clark with the steals. I mean, this is amazing. Undefeated South Carolina Gamecocks. They won it. I mean, I really.
There are 2 championships in 3 years, and like in those 3 years, the only game they lost was like in the Final Four to Iowa, or let me know if it was in the Final Four or a round earlier.
True.
But yeah, they lost. The only game they lost was in the March Madness of last year. So they got, god dang, did like almost like 3 years with losing like less than 5 games.
True,
and won 2 championships.
Yep, and the South Carolina is deep. I mean, they got a whole bunch of people who are watching them. Every time you turn around, as soon as Caitlin Clark or anybody on the Caitlin team made a 3, they had a 3 to match you with. And on top of that, Carmela dropped 15 and 17 rebounds. She was Cardoza, she was getting everything, and I knew that was going to be a problem for Iowa because when they played LSU, before Angel Reese tweaked her ankle, I mean, Angel Reese was killing them on the board. So I mean, you can't.
She was playing a good game, and until she got injured, but she's only 6'3", and Cardoza's 6'7".
Exactly, and you can't win without getting rebounds, and something they did. And it looks like this game was completely different from it.
Pow Pow was stepping up.
Pow Pow
was stepping up, hitting them threes. She went 3 or 4 from 3-pointer.
Yep, true.
She was a sharpshooter. And, yeah, I mean, look, you look even at their bench. Johnson had 19 off the bench. 6, 9, and 3. Those are big numbers off the bench for college. And that's crazy. Their leading scorer actually came from the bench, and that was Johnson.
Exactly. I mean, they always dedicated. The game strategy was we're going to let everybody else beat us but Caitlin Clark. And usually, I mean, Caitlin Clark does carry him, and the team has been stepping up during this whole March Madness situation. But in this game, they ain't step up. I mean, they couldn't do it. They couldn't get to the basket. I mean, the first quarter, they was up by 18 points. But, I mean, as soon as the second quarter started, it was like 7 minutes left in the second quarter. It was a wrap. Iowa had no chance in hell of catching up.
Yeah, they just seemed like outclassed when it came to athleticism. That they were a way smaller team, and it showed definitely the whole game. You thought that they would be good, but they weren't able to handle it. And it's like I'm speaking about UConn, and UConn's last game. I'm gonna say not UConn. Iowa's last game against UConn. They looked like that they were gonna lose, and there was a controversial call at the end of the game. And a lot of people thought that offensive foul screen wasn't even an offensive foul, but you got to sometimes play through that. But it looks like the basketball gods at the end of the day still didn't let Caitlin Clark win a championship. For all the hype that she had over college and breaking all the records and getting all the commercials and getting all the NIL deals. At the end of the day, she didn't get a championship or a national championship. So she's basically like the Iverson of women's college basketball.
But still great. I mean, still one of the greatest.
Yeah, great. Made an impact on the game, but you weren't a winner. She needed to work on her dribbling skills.
Yeah, she was real trash on the dribbling skills. But we got Don State out here celebrating. Can't win with party time, party SC. But I mean, I can't wait till next year to see what happens. I mean, the views was crazy, 18.7 views. I mean, most watched women's college basketball game since '92. And like I said, Raven had Caitlin clamp down. I mean, the defense from this game, LSU game, was completely different than Caitlin Clark. And I mean, I can't wait to see it in the WNBA.
Yeah, there's a lot of good players going into the WNBA next year, so hopefully that'll be able to infuse the WNBA and get more tickets and more sales. And, Raven Johnson, a lot of people always want to talk about Caitlin Clark or other players and their journey. Raven Johnson was a player last year that Caitlin Clark refused to guard and even pushed her hand at her because she's like, she can't shoot. And basically, I'm just going to hang out in the paint and you can shoot a 3 if you want because I know you can't make it. So she went from being embarrassed to getting Caitlin back and embarrassing her back and making Caitlin skid like 30 points on 30 shots, which is terrible. And I think she was 2-11 when Johnson was guarding her. Yep. So Johnson really, locked her down, showed up, and she had 4 steals that were all on Caitlin Clark. So I always said Caitlin Clark's a great shooter, and she's not the strongest dribbler, and that team should attack that. And it looks like that's exactly what Raven did. And she ended up getting 4 steals, getting cookies on Caitlin Clark all day. So.
True, but shout out to the women's college basketball. I don't know.
Super entertaining.
I don't know when this is gonna happen again. I mean, I've never known where so many people were so caught up to women's basketball. Hopefully, it just pours over to the WNBA. They need to get more views, but it's crazy how the men are supporting more than the women once again.
What, the men are supporting the women's basketball?
Yeah.
You know, what did they show that more men are what? Well, I guess men are main sports viewers.
Pretty much.
So yeah, I think there's just a lot of storylines. Like,
True.
you know, you got Iowa going back against LSU, and getting, you know, their revenge after losing to them in the national championship, and then you got Paige Buckets and UConn, you know, having a bunch of injuries, but her still coming back from injury herself and getting her team back into the Final Four. And you got, you know, is Caitlin going to finally put the ribbon on her career and win her national championship?
Nope.
And then you got the girl Raven that was waved off the year before, making the difference and shutting down Caitlin Clark. And South Carolina and their size and depth really just disrupting Iowa because, you know, that Martin and there was one other girl in Iowa that was decent, but most of them were not on that level. So if you could kind of let Caitlin do what she does or, you know, make it hard on her, and lock up everyone else, and you know, you're going to be able to stop them, and that's what South Carolina was able to do.
Do you think she's going #1 draft pick?
Yeah, they think she's going to the Indiana Fever because the ticket sales for the Indiana Fevers, they're already been selling way more tickets because they're more than certain that she's going to be the #1 pick. You know, a team can go a different direction, but I think if you got the #1 pick, you're definitely choosing Caitlin Clark because you just know how much money she's going to bring to your franchise by ticket sales, memorabilia sales, and all that stuff.
True. Comment down below how you feel about the women's college basketball this year. Is it on the up and up? Did you watch it? Were you in tune? Did you stay tuned? Do you think they're gonna do it again next year? I mean, there's still some names in there. Flu Johnson, Carmelo Cardozo's not gonna be there anymore. Caitlin Clark's not gonna be there. Angel Reese isn't gonna be there, but it's still a couple more people. Paige.
I think Paige is gonna be back.
Paige is gonna be back also. That's another one. But moving on to the men's division, man, it was Purdue versus UConn. UConn pulled it out. It looks like here, man, my dog Eddie couldn't hold it up, man. Eddie couldn't hold it up, man. I seen him against NC State. He was balling. As soon as he touched the ball, skyhook, buckets every day. But it looks like this time against Connecticut, I mean, they had his left side on guard, so he couldn't do the hook this time at all. So this game is completely different. It looked like here if the center for Purdue wasn't making the baskets, making the points, then they was just trash because nobody else on the team looked like they can score.
Yeah, the Eddie had 37 and 10, went 15 to 25, took 25 shots. And I mean, the next best guy on his team, there's a whole bunch of zeros. And then there's a guy with 12 points and a guy with 5 points, and everyone else had less than that. So he basically tried to do it by himself. He had, 37 and 10 and 2 blocks, but was still a negative 10 plus and minus. So, it's pretty crazy that, he tried to do it on his own and take advantage. And at the end of the day, he still wasn't enough by himself. If he could have maybe got a little bit of help, they could have had a better chance. Purdue losing 60 to 75, but UConn seemed too deep and too organized. You had Newton score 20 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. You had Spencer score 11 and 8, Castle 15 and 5, and Klingen had 11 and 5. And then off the bench they had Diarra with 9 and Johnson with 4. So a lot more team balanced scoring, especially when you have four guys in double figures for UConn. When in Purdue you only had 2 guys in double figures, and even the Huskies, they had a couple guys with like 5, 9, and 4, so they even had a little bit more. But we'll be able to see. It's crazy how I definitely think that the women's game will outshine the men's game, and a lot of people say that they believe that this is the weakest men's draft class in like the last 20 years. But I do kind of understand why the women's game has taken over in college, because when you do look at college, you know, it's in the men's, they're usually one and dones if they're good or have exceptional talent. They play the 1 year and then they're gone, poof. So there's not really a chance to build a team up from nothing or be like, oh, these guys played together for the past, 2, 3, 4 years. That doesn't really happen in the NBA. If they're the superstar, they go pro after 1 year. So it's, they're just a pit stop.
Uh-huh.
But when you look at the women's basketball, they're at least playing 3 years. And some are, a lot of girls are playing 4 years now because they're making more money with that NIL deal than they are with the WNBA. So, they're able to, build those team ups and like, oh, I've been watching this girl for 3 years.
True.
And you can be like, recognize the same faces. And I actually thought Angel Reese was going to come back for another year at LSU with how much she was celebrated. And I know she got a lot of criticism. I think she got a lot of unjust hate because she beat Clayton Clark. But
they all did.
She did get a lot of, people probably buying her stuff and checking her out. So, with the way that the WNBA is playing, I would have suggested her to stay in college another year. But, that's what she wants to do. She said, I already won a championship. I don't know if my team will get back here next year or get this far next year. I'd rather just go out now.
Yeah, I don't think Iowa's going to make it next year either. But, I mean, Purdue,
I
don't think Purdue's going to make it next year. Once this kid leaves, he's not.
Well, yeah, the rest of his teammates were bums.
Yeah, they're not. He's not. I mean, and then people are already talking about him, like Gilbert Arenas, saying he's good. He's a good big man. But, I mean, he's too slow. Like we said earlier, like everybody in the NBA is switching. They're switching up. Like, eventually, like, you're going to have to guard Steph Curry or guard Shea Gilchrist Alexander. And you finna be on your butt. And you can't even shoot. Because, I mean.
That's like, like Zubac. He's a good center. Some of these centers that are big boys, 7-footers. But they can only play in spurts because if they play them for too long, the other team basically sets it up to expose them or take advantage.
Especially in the playoffs.
Exactly. So, he might be a good backup. But I don't know if he'll ever be like a full starter in the pros just with his, because he's like a Wemby that can't move. So it's a little different.
Brook Lopez that can't move, can't shoot.
He was still in an era, though, where he could do that a little bit.
He couldn't dribble. He wasn't dribbling.
He didn't have to dribble.
You see Wemby.
He had the ball in the post. Wemby's doing too much.
Wemby out here being like Kevin Durant. But comment down below how you feel about this men's college basketball game. Did y'all watch it? Did you already know UConn was finna spank Purdue? And let me know how you feel about their rookie. But it shows here that Bronny James has announced, confusing as hell, he's basically going to be entering the NBA draft while maintaining his college eligibility and also entering the transfer portal. Huh? So if you're confused.
Yeah, this is basically back in the day. If you entered for the draft, then you were like done with college. But now, like, they allow players to put their name in the hat to be drafted. But if they don't get drafted, they could still maintain in college. So it's not like they're just kicked out of college.
Horrible.
So it looks like that's what Bronny's doing, and he's also putting his name in the transfer portal because I don't think he wants to play at USC. So we'll see what teams will extend invites, and then he'll basically have his pick of the litter of the best opportunity he thinks for himself. So it'll be interesting. A lot of people say that the Lakers got a second-round draft pick, and they just to appease LeBron, they might pick Bronny, to have him as like the 14th or 15th man on the Lakers. And he's a great kid, and hasn't really got a chance to show that much. And he just came off of like a heart surgery, so and went straight in. He didn't play the first couple months, and then came in and did okay coming off the bench. So
true.
Who knows now that he's a lot healthy and maybe it's not as scary for him. He could really put some numbers on the board. I would tell him not to go pro. I don't think he's ready yet. I think if you maybe went to another program where he could be a starter and play a lot of minutes, do that and then go pro. And I think your dad will still be there.
True, because I heard I seen some people saying he may go to Ohio State, but one of the reasons why he left USC is because they got a new head coach, Eric Musselman. He a new head coach. He used to coach for Arkansas, but he left Arkansas. Now John Calipari's gonna be basically coaching at Arkansas. So, I mean, with this, a lot of people were saying the reason why college kids do this is they want to test to see what they need to work on to get to the NBA. So what they do is they do this. They go train for some NBA teams. NBA teams say, hey, we need you to be more of a shooter from this side, maybe a shooter from this side, maybe a ball handler. So that way, when like you know that, okay, no team's gonna pick me up, but I know when I go back to college and I make it to the transfer team, which you're gonna get picked up. I mean, you're Bronny James. You're gonna get picked up. Then if they want somebody to make the corner three at a 60% clip in college, then you already know what you need to work on. So I mean, I guess it's a little cheat code because now, like back in the day, when NBA players used to be scared. I mean, NCAA college basketball players used to be scared as hell to be like, oh yeah, I'm finna declare for the draft, and you don't know where you finna go to. It's like a fear, like you may declare, and then next thing you know.
Yeah, you get undrafted and you can't go back to college. You're just out of playing basketball.
Yeah, but now it's like you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Which is, I mean, it's good and bad. I mean, it's good that you can always know about your future and what you can do, but it's bad because, I mean, these coaches now that they have you in these teams, it's hard as hell. Like they can yell at you one time and not give you enough minutes that you feel like it, and you'll be like, oh, I'm finna go to the NBA, or oh, I'm finna go transfer now.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say that makes it a lot harder to build a team because it's like if you feel like you're not getting your right amount of playing time, you'll just jump in the transfer portal and you're gone. So it's like it's not all about just appeasing the team. It's like the team has to worry about appeasing the players because they'll just leave.
True, and I mean, we're only averaging 4.8. I mean, I feel like if he makes it to another,
averaging 5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, it's not terrible. It's Draymond Green numbers.
True, I mean, and with this team, I mean, they already had a freshman that was already ranked better than Bronny. So I mean, I don't know why he even went to the team. So, and then the fact that you being in California, your dad's in California, the lights, the pressure. I mean, he needs to just get away. I feel like he can make it to the NBA. He just needs a team where, like, he will be more focused on as a star. Like, maybe if he goes to Ohio State, or maybe he goes to like an Appalachian State or some small college.
I think he would be good at Ohio State. We'll have to see if he gets drafted, if the Lakers are trying to do something to appease LeBron, or if he's just going to end up testing the waters and going to another school. So we'll give you an update once we know what's going on with Bronny. But it's time to get to one of our favorite parts of the show, the new music of the week. So check out our new music. We're always listening to music. We make music lists. You could go ahead and check it out. If you go to the playlist section of our YouTube channel here on Tales from the Crib, we have New Music Mix 5. We got you get to check out all of our other music video lists. We did 1 through 4. They all got over 200 songs. We're now on Music Mix 5, so we're breaking stuff down over there. Let us know if you have any songs in the comments you want us to add to Music Mix number 5. We'll go ahead and show you the new music that came out. We got Bryson Tiller had an album, Beyonce. I think we've seen that before. Quavo did a song.
Concrete Boys, that's Lil Yachty.
Had an album. Doja Cat had a deluxe.
Fort Bass had an album. G-Eazy has some music dropping out. You know, a lot. G Perico, Peso. Ain't no Peso drops. So I need to check out Peso.
Trash.
You a hater. But I mean, enough about all that, man. It's time for my pick, man. You already know, man. I picked Big Glow. Everything is everything. Album just dropped. It was a banger, man. I loved it. I loved the album. It was, man, they showed it to me like this on this phone. Go to my other phone.
I got 2 phones.
But okay, so let's go to it. We got Big Glow. She just dropped that tape. Everything is everything, and that has 12 tracks on it, 32 minutes long. It's Moneybagg Yo on it. Megan Thee Stallion, that's the song everybody pushing. Kivo Money, that's the song where she's dissing JT on. She got my dog Real Boston Richie on there.
The snitchy one?
You a hater. And Finesse 2 times. It's a snitch festival.
Yeah, she got all the snitch rappers. Congratulations.
You a hater, but I mean, you need to check out this album. This album is pretty good. She's really basically trying. I mean, I need to check it out. But that's my pick of the week. Moving on to my co-host pick. You got Lil Mabu.
Lil Mabu just dropped an album called Young Genius. It's got like 17 songs. Most of it is pretty dope. He's got 504 and Didi Osama, Krishan Rock from that song we heard from before. Mm-hmm. Another Didi Osama song.
You got the little RT?
Baby. And I don't see that, but it's probably on here.
Wait, that little RT?
Or it's a single, because I know it was already on Apple Music. You might have had that as a single before the album. But yeah, man, check out Lil Mabu. His videos are pretty epic. We've done a bunch of his videos on Crib Reactions. Everyone seems to like him. He puts a lot of effort into him. Definitely a good, solid pick. And let us know what your music is for your own personal pick in the week in the comments below. But check us out. If you watch this video this far, you need to like, comment, subscribe. That's the biggest way to help us fight the algorithm is liking the video, commenting anything down below, and subscribing to this channel. You could also check us out on Twitter, where I tweet a little. My co-host tweets a lot, at Papa Oblock, at Felix Supreme 305. And again, subscribe to this channel if you're still watching. We got our QR codes here. If I can get out of the way. Nope.
You got a QR code here, man. Hit us up on TikTok, Tales from the Crib. Hit us up on IG, Tales from the Crib 210. You know, we always on there, always posting, man. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for watching. And then you already know, man, we got to hit y'all with the outro. And I'm going to say this and say this again. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know where you at. The biggest gossip channel, biggest news channel on YouTube. Biggest news channel on YouTube. You already know, man. Shout out to us. Shout out to y'all for watching, man. Hey, if y'all want to hear about Yoki Simmons, take the old man, go listen to it.
You want to see my co-host in the next episode for dating a young woman? Tune in.
Nah, you got jokes, man. Glorilla over here snapping on JT. Wrestlemania. Christian Combs saying he just like his daddy, man. There's so much going on.
Roman Reigns is done. His reign is over. It's time for the reign of Chico.
No more tribal chief, man.
It's Chico Grande, Chico 2 Shooter McGavin, baby, with Felix Supreme 305. We are Tales of the Crib. We will see you every Tuesday. Podcast recorded every Monday. Coming at you hot and fresh. Giving you all the facts, all the slander, all the smack talk. Check out the Clips channel, check out the Gaming channel, check out the Reaction channel, check out everything we do, check out all our socials.